Good morning, or actually good evening. Good night. I'm losing my mind. I lost track of time. It's not morning yet. We've got a couple hours for that. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. I promise I haven't been drinking yet, although I do have a beer. Let's see, I think we're gonna try that camera. I think that'll block the least. How's everybody doing tonight? We're gonna jump into some Magic the Gathering Arena. We haven't played that in a while, and I just wanted something nice and easy for a nice Friday night. I was gonna do Elite, but with only having an hour or so to play, because I don't want to play too late tonight. Yeah, I didn't want to get too involved with that, and the travel times and such like that could easily take up an hour before we really got to do anything. So we're gonna jump in. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play some quick matches, going through doing my quest to get some coin. And actually, before we do that, I've got a pack. Oh, we've got several packs, but I've got a pack of the new boosters to open up, just to get things back into a nice balance. We'll open the rest of those towards the end of the stream. But so let's see. We start off. We got a Gruul Locket. Tap to add red or green mana. Sacrifice to draw 2 cards. It costs 4 of either red or green mana, and tap to sacrifice. Grotesque Demise. Exile target creature with power 3 or less. Obviously, that's an instant useful for getting rid of opponent's creatures. Flash, which means it can be cast during combat. Enchanted creature gets -4, -0. So greatly reduces their power but doesn't hurt them. And since it's an aura, it stays on them until it can be removed. Summary Judgment is an instant, deals 3 damage to target tapped creature. If you cast this spell during your main phase, it deals 5 damage to that creature instead. So it's an instant, but if you cast it during your own main phase to a creature that your opponent has already tapped during his phase, then it does 5 damage. Can be useful. We've got a couple different options with that. And it's a cheap spell to do. It's a cheap 2 mana spell to do 3 damage. So Steeple Creeper. Steeple Creeper gains flying until end of turn if you spend 3 in a blue. And it's a 4/2 creature, so for a 3 mana creature, that's pretty nice. Skatewing Spy is a 4 mana creature. If you tap 5 and a blue, it gets adapt 2, which means if it has no +1/+1 counters on it, it puts 2 +1 counters on it. And each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has flying. Nice. Gate Colossus is an 8/8, so very powerful. Spell costs 1 less for each gate you control. Can't be blocked by creatures with a power of 2 or less. And when it enters the battlefield, you may put Gate Colossus from your... Sorry, when a gate enters the battlefield, you can put the Gate Colossus from your graveyard on top of your library. And our rare... Oh, actually we got a mythic. Emergency Powers. 7 mana, so 5 any and a white and a blue. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library and then draws 7 cards. Exile Emergency Powers. If the spell is cast during your main phase, you may put a permanent card with converted mana cost 7 or less from your hand to the battlefield. Nice. Obviously, that's a good way to essentially reboot the game if your library is getting low. Okay, so let's see here. I believe we're looking at blue and black for most of the quests, and just 20 creature spells. So we'll play a couple of games with I have a blue-black pirate deck. We're just doing regular play, yes. Blue-black, there it is, walk the plank. I've had a good bit of luck with this deck in the past. But it's been... It can be hit or miss, it depends on the cards that you get. Opponent goes first. It's a second round. Can't get that off early, but I've got a first and second round spell easily. So we'll keep that. Play an island. 1/1 flyer. Ooh, nice. Now, do I want to do Departed Deckhand or Storm? The other Storm Tamer. Do that for now. They've obviously got a white deck, so do they have another? Is it a multicolor or not? Really gonna use a seal away on a 1/1? Okay. Hold that for now. Brick Hauler. Okay, he's playing a white-blue deck, and obviously having mana issues. Okay. Tap target. Okay, well you're annoying, so you've got to go. And luckily I can do that, so... The Deadeye Ray Collars. Oh, you're gonna... Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn that on. Get that after this game. Okay, fair enough. let's see, do I want to, yeah, I'll put that out at least. Don't need to do that, we'll go ahead and do that. Yes, you can scry. What you got for me? Come in. That's a good one. He's got to die. So, we'll get rid of that right now. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Oh well, too late. I did that. Discard. You better give yourself a good card. Divination's a nice card. Because unless you get a couple creatures out, you're dead this turn. And that's our first victory of the night. I'm guessing they were having some trouble over on that side because we never actually got into the way that deck is meant to play on my side. So, I didn't have the benefit of any of the synergy that the deck is built around. So it surprises me that I kind of won that easily. So we'll claim that one. That's our first victory of the night. 250 credits for the first victory. Okay, we still need to work on our... So we'll continue the Walk the Plank deck and see how we do on our second match. When I say this deck has been hit and miss for me, what I mean is a lot of times if you can't get into the synergy of a deck that a deck is built around, it can be really difficult to win a match with it. I have another deck that I'll probably play a little later that has a couple of ways that it works, so it tends to be a little more reliable. But if basically if you hit all of its synergies, it's devastating. This is a pre-built deck, so I don't expect it to be terribly powerful. I don't have a... well, yeah, I do. I can get that out because I can play with that. Okay, so yeah, this is a decent starting hand. It's not great. But I've got Pirates, which is what the deck is built around. I'm not sure why that... oh, that's in the deck because it can get rid of an opponent's creature. Yes, I will have to discard. Except I won't because I'm actually going to play stuff. Yeah, the Scoundrel is a 1/1 that costs 1, but if it's attacking it gets +1/+0, so it's a 2/1. And, okay, you got a... looks like a red-black deck. That's going to be interesting. Throw that out there. Spectacle. Okay, you can't do that. It's a 2/3 Death Touch. Of course, you can't block that, so we'll throw another. So I'm working towards getting that out. Just because I can. Also, blue is typically a what's considered a control color, which means part of the deck is built around denying your opponent what they want to do, either dispels or putting creatures back in their hand, or doing what I'm about to do. So it can be a very... yeah, I'll take the 5. Yeah. I'll do that. Next. Oh, sorry, no. Next. That's what I wanted to do. One attacker. Oh, I forgot to do that again. Can't block that anyway. That makes that one less to cast. And then I can do this. Which means unless she has some way to pump that up, I can go, yes, I'm sacrificing a bunch of creatures, don't care. Now that's okay. Next. What is that? This is where it gets ugly. Sacrifice 2 other creatures. Fine. Let's see. Don't really have anything I can do with that, but... Yeah. This is gonna go south for me quick. Oh, sorry, cancel. Next. Yeah, saw that coming. Yep, and it's over. Because I can't block the flying. Good game, good game. Not complaining. It was a fair loss. My deck just gave out on me. Now, there was one thing I did want to do. I wanted to turn on my extension that I have for this. No, actually, according to this, it is activated. Okay. I was wrong. Okay. You can see, in theory, what cards I'm playing, assuming you've allowed the extension permission. Yep, it does show. Okay. Cool. So, got at least one more game with the Walk the Plank deck, and then we'll... So, we're 1-1 with that, which, in the grand scheme of things, isn't bad. I mean, a 50% win ratio is considered acceptable, usually. Very blue heavy. But I've got a first... Jeez, I have an unblockable army if I can get all those out. So, we'll keep that. And since the Reaver down there is the only thing I don't have the mana in my hand to cast, unless they have some way of start. And I'm guessing he's running a Surveil deck, or she. So it's flying, so that ignores the Barrier of Bones, which is not flying. Let's see how this one goes. This could go either way. I don't have most of my... And apparently they didn't like what they saw. Quick victory. But okay, we completed one of our quests, but we still need another 7 more spells, blue or black, to finish that one, and we need 2 more creatures to complete that one, so we'll just go ahead and finish that off with this Walk the Plank deck. Yeah, we're now 2-1 with it, so Pretzel Rocks, that's actually good advice. Their little quip for me today was, don't quit until your reason for stopping is more compelling than your reason for starting. So, words of wisdom from your music app. Okay, what do we got here? I've got a first round cast. Got a second round cast. Got 3 mana. We'll keep that. I will say I'm fairly happy with how well my initial draws have been going with this deck. I haven't had great starting hands, but I've had solid starting hands. Let's see. You're going away. Ooh. Yeah, most you can do is 1 next turn, so. I mean, not that I'm, it's death of 1,000 cuts. Hey, I know that card. Bye-bye. Poison Tip Archer. Those are bloody annoying. I don't have anything with me at the moment that I can do anything about that. And yeah, I know that's gonna die, but oh, that's gotta go. This is gonna get ugly quick. This is gonna be our second loss of the night, and we'll stay with a 50-50 ratio. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is definitely looking that way, though. Draw 2, discard 1. Not getting any of the cards I'm looking for. Okay, well, if I attack, you're gonna kill one of them. So we'll hold on that. For those of you that aren't familiar with the War Leader, every time it attacks, it summons two 1/1 lifelink cards that are also attacking. So if you don't kill it or continually kill off the 1/1s, you can find yourself quickly overwhelmed. Could do that. Wouldn't be ideal, but yeah. It's only got one thing that can block it. It'll kill it, but then I can do that and kill it in return. Yes, yes. Problem here is we weren't really thinking. And now do I do that? Or do I do that? Entirely useful, but we'll see. Because is that? Because he'll do that. Yeah, we'll see what he does. Nice. Make you recast that. My mic is on, yes, okay. So I was going to be really embarrassed if I'd been doing this. Oh, take action, sorry. That was my bad. I didn't realize I had to tell it to take action. Yeah, I saw that coming. Saw that coming. Yeah, I don't want that. Not that he can't just recast it, but... Yeah. This just kind of became a really annoying hand. Don't get me wrong, he has a... I mean, he has a good deck. I'm not really complaining. It's just... I don't know. I should get that out of the deck because I'll never use it. I'm not going to put a card into play where I'm going to lose life the next time. I mean, I guess it could be useful, but I'm not... The synergy of this deck isn't really designed around that. He'll do that. But I'll take that exchange. Because now he's just going to gain a ton of life. And for the time being, there's nothing I can do about it. we're somewhat at a stalemate because... we'll see. I fully expect to lose this match at this point because my deck's not giving me the cards I need to counter him. I can hold him somewhat at a stalemate, but he's going to gain so much life in the meantime and pump that Ravenous Harpy up using the skeleton that he can just resummon. And of course, every time he summons it, he'll gain 2 life. Oh, he's even going to use those to pump up the Harpy. I wasn't expecting that. Bump the mic. So what this is going to essentially turn into is a really long, drawn-out match that I'm most likely going to lose eventually. I suspect you have something up your sleeve, but... Yep, I should have known. And I'm just gonna concede. Even if I could pull it out, it would take so long that it's not gonna be worth it. Good deck though. Don't mind losing to a good deck. Okay, so we're 2-2 with that deck. So we still got a good 50-50 win ratio with it. So let's go in. We'll do one more with that deck. Do a tiebreaker. See if we can pull out a third win or a third loss. Let's see what Sawzy has in store for us. Let's see, this is, well, it's okay. I can't do that first turn though. When the opponent goes first, I'm gonna mulligan that, see if I can get a better start. That looks better. Yeah, where were you when I needed you? Still no first turn, but I've got a second turn that's unblockable, so we'll keep that. And I've got the mana to cast it. And actually that'll work. I'm starting off the game with a 1/1 flyers. Oh, he's gonna straight up kill it? Okay, he's playing a fungal deck. That means he's probably playing a deck that's very similar to the one that I'm gonna switch to after this. Actually, we probably won't switch to after this. we'll probably just call it after this. We'll see. So, okay. Eventually it'll be a third mana, so I can get that out. But for now, it's just there. He's got something over there. We'll see what he's going to do if I do that. It's probably going to take 2 damage. Or do that. Okay, he's not playing the deck that I thought he was playing, but okay, well, I don't want to do that now, but I can do that now. Then I can do that. That is Power Reyes. Okay, got that. This one is looking in our favor, but it's hard to say. It could still go either way. Neat thing, if I return that to his hand, it just disappears. Because it never existed in his hand. Yeah, let's see. No. Goodbye. Goodbye. So 3 and 2 for the night. Not a bad start. That one went pretty quick, so I'm going to go with one more. We're going to play the same deck. We're going to see if we stay with our 50-50 and end up at a 3-3. Okay, Gilded Hope, what you got for me tonight? Ooh, very mana intensive. Second and third round casts. I go first. We'll keep that. The good thing with going first is I know even if I don't cast a creature, nothing he casts can attack me his first turn. So, well, actually that's not true. If he casts something with haste. But I know I have a little bit of leeway. And he's mulliganed. We'll start with that. Okay. He's playing a green-white. Yeah, that's what I suspected. He's playing a lifelink deck. We shall see how this goes. Depending on what cards, who gets win. Of course, that's any game with this, but ooh, 3/3, nice. Okay, I'll take that. Since I can't kill it yet. Now I can. Assuming you're gonna, yeah. Understandable. But, you know, I'll let you do that. Two, three. He can give himself 4/4 until the end of turn if you have enough mana. Next, I'm not going to do that right now. Because I'm going to make you recast him. Fair enough. Let's see. You're gonna do that, and you're gonna do that. But I knew that was coming. And that's fine. Next. Because I'm going to do this. That's really nasty if you start getting some enchantments out. You know what? I want that to go away. Let's see here, that's unblockable. That'll be unblockable. That he can block, but something will have to die. That he can block, but nothing will die, but if 4, 5, 6. So, we'll see what he does. You've got to block that. Or lose the game. That is an option too. So, that's a 4-2 for the night. I am going to call it there, because we are just after 11, and I don't want to go too late tonight. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be... we are going to jump back into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's been a while. But we're going to jump back into that, see where we left off, and see if we can pick up on that story. I want to finish the story on that. After I finish the story on that, I may drop out of Assassin's Creed for a bit and play Red Red Redemption 2, but we've still got some time in Odyssey, so we'll leave that decision until we finish Odyssey. So we'll be playing Odyssey tomorrow, we'll be playing Warframe on Sunday. Next week I'm at NAB out in Vegas, so I won't be streaming. I'll post pictures for those that are interested to Twitter, Instagram, as I did with, kind of did with PAX. So keep your eye there. In the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow, but let's see who's online. Who can we raid tonight? Yeah, we haven't taken it over to Magnus this week, so let's take it over to the mighty Magnus and see him playing Hearthstone. Hope everybody had a good night. Hope everybody enjoyed watching the magic unfold. Take care, stay positive, and keep smiling. We'll see you tomorrow night for Assassin's Creed Odyssey at 6 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, enjoy the mighty Magnus playing Hearthstone.